Well, here we are on Amazon Live. Prime Days, D. Scott Smith here. I am motivational listener and the mid-century dad. Just a little bit earlier today, we were doing a live show with my daughter, Bethany Thurman. We were doing movie day. So you can go back and look at the prior stream for all these great family movies, things that we love. Coming up, we have got lots of great stuff. And one of the first products that we are going to talk about today is Cover 3. And coming up, I'm going to add him to the stage in a little bit. We will be talking about that. And we've got Peel-Aways, and Maxwell is going to be coming on stage with me as well. And so let me bring him in right now, because we're talking to Inventors. Maxwell, welcome to Amazon Live.
I appreciate it. It's great to be here.
Yeah. So tell us where you are and how you got this idea. And I've got it highlighted in the carousel, and then we'll show a little bit about that here on screen as well.
Name is Maxwell. I'm from New York City. I started my business about 7, 8 years ago when I was in college. I noticed that my friends, they never washed their sheets. And then when I came home from college, I noticed that my elderly grandparents struggled washing their sheets on more than a weekly basis. And so I saw there was a problem, and I said there has to be an easier way. And that was the impetus behind Peel-Aways.
And here they are on Amazon right there. And so this is a product that you invented. You thought this up while you were in college based on some very specific needs. And then, but you actually carried through with it. You didn't just let it be an idea that was in your head. So many people say, yeah, I've got this idea, and that's all it ever is.
If you believe in what you're doing, and you get your customers to believe in you, and you could go on Amazon and read the feedback that we receive from caregivers, potty training parents. I think the last review was an elderly dog. The family put it on the dog's bed, and they mentioned they have to replace the mattress many times. So that's really what keeps us going, and learning from our customers, and getting smarter every day. As much as we sell bed sheets, business has its own heartbeat, has its own pulse, and it has a whole infrastructure that needs to be built out. So it's been very fun over the years.
So you're in college, and I'm going to put these back up here. So you get this idea for these sheets, and just to give people an idea here, very comfortable, soft.
I apologize. I should have said what it is. Peel-Aways is a fitted bed sheet that has 5 peel-away soft top layers. Each layer is 100% waterproof. And, the business we're in, feces, incontinence, blood are guaranteed not to penetrate from layer to layer. So if there's an accident in the middle of the night, or you're taking care of a loved one who is incontinent, you simply peel off the top layer to have a brand new layer below. So the embarrassment for a child, is no longer a big deal. And then, for elderly, you give them their dignity and independence back. And for caregivers, it's incredibly easy, and it makes their life, a step and a half easier, because laundry is an everyday, hassle.
Hey, Maxwell, that's how we met. You and I met through my wife, who was a paid caregiver and is now running her own business. And this product came up, and she said, "Oh, you got to meet Maxwell." And in fact, you were also on Shark Tank.
Yes,
that's correct. Yeah. So
it was a terrific experience. I mean, just to talk about Amazon, we just put up new A+ premium content. And it has a little blurb on the end about our Shark Tank experience.
Yeah. So let me just throw that up here so people can see that was that was season 7, episode 3, right?
8. Episode 8.
Episode 8. There we go. Season 7, episode 8. It's right here. You can click on it and you can watch. So what was your Shark Tank experience like? What was the
It was
journey
incredibly
like to
unique.
get there?
When you start a business, you go after markets you're familiar with. And then when you start a business, you've also never started, from a first time founder, you've never actually started a business before. I started the business in college, and immediately out of college, I went on to Shark Tank. It was one of their, it was on their schedule. I was honored to even be on it. And so we went through the whole entire process. We had a wonderful experience. And, I actually just got back from a Shark Tank reunion out in Vegas. It has nothing to do with it's the alumni of Shark Tank, but it was so wonderful to meet all the other companies, and so fun to support all of them.
Yeah. In fact, one of my clients, Travis Perry of Cord Buddy, was there. In fact, a little bit later on, we'll be talking about the Cord Buddy.
So cool.
And we'll show how that works. That was, he was on season 3, episode 3. So you were on season 7, episode 8. 7.
Yes, which is crazy. It was like 9 years ago, 8 years
ago. And, so tell us, did you get a deal?
Did not get a deal. I was young. The company was even younger, and I took all their advice. And now we sell to institutions all over the world. So we're in hospitals in Malaysia and Singapore. We sell to, RVs, camping facilities, summer camps. And so we have wonderful new customers. I've learned a lot since the show after I've taken their advice, and, my peers in New York City help guide me. And it's been a fun experience because it's a product that people need. I've created a need for a product that originally stemmed from a college student, but the customers have spoke, and I learned a lot through Amazon of who the customers were, and we tailored the product to be better for their needs.
And I'm going to play this. We won't have audio on this, but
I could be the audio.
We can just see
a new wellness must-have. Peel away sheets. You can see, so it's one fitted bed sheet with the elastic at the bottom, and then you just peel off the layers going down each side. Each layer is incredibly soft and 100% waterproof, and say there is any mess on there, and it's very similar and complementary to like a diaper. So when you throw a diaper away, this is when peel away is very practical. And for mattress protectors for everyday beds. I'd say put your favorite sheet above it. No big deal. Every single bed needs a mattress protector. Either for bed bugs and dust mites, but also just for spills or anything, because your mattress is simply just a giant sponge. So every bed needs a mattress protector, and Peel Aways has the dual purpose.
Yeah. So these are disposable, so people would buy them and then just peel that off. I tell you, in college, would have been great.
Yes,
because I didn't change my sheets.
As much as I say, my friends were dirty. I'm asking for a friend.
I was that. Yeah, I was that guy. I was that friend. I didn't change the sheets. I put them on at the beginning of the term, and took them off at the end of the term.
So the original concept, we had 7 layers. So you would need 2 for a college year and 4 for a college, 2 for a college semester and 4 for a college year. That's all. You had to change your sheets 4 times.
That's perfect. That's a great, what a great product. And so I just want to encourage people while we're here on Prime Day, this is one of those great products.
So
just
fun.
Ingenuity exhibited.
Keep it simple. Solve one of your own personal everyday hassles or weekly hassles. And hopefully it's beneficial to, other people. And, the comments on Amazon, we have a 20% sale for Prime Day. And, we are so happy when customers try our products because, I'm going to sound salesy, but they usually come back or use it for a different purpose for your RV, your boat, your summer house, your own bed, your guest room, your child, your grandparent, your grandchildren are coming over. There's an endless amount of possibilities.
One of the uses that I was thinking of is I have a lot of friends that they own rental units that they've turned into Airbnbs.
We sell to some. We have a clientele of some bed and breakfast and some inns.
Mhm.
We sell to some, massage therapy. Truckers really enjoy it for their long haul trips because they usually have bunk beds in the back. It's really just the ultimate convenience. As much as it's, most of our customers are caregivers or potty training. I sleep on the sheet every night, so you can
Of
use it for
course.
any purpose. As long as, if you don't have access to laundry or anything like that, it's a wonderful product.
I'm
And the
just thinking,
coolest part,
yeah.
something I'm super proud of, just in case people watch the episode, the product is wildly improved and incredibly soft now.
Hmm.
It's super cool to have a product that, first you're proud of, but two, you use, and then three, it's better in real life than it sounds. So the concept is really cool, but the product is really quality.
hmm And I was just thinking, if I was going to an Airbnb and I knew that nobody has slept on that sheet, I'm the
Yeah.
first one.
Can you imagine a
Because they're
hospital?
disposable.
People die on those sheets.
That's it's Halloween time, and so ghost stories, but I don't want ghost stories where I'm sleeping.
No. And, we all know the statistics. You spend 8 hours in your bed. That's 240 hours a month. And if you don't watch that environment, which is, a warm, cozy environment, not just for you, but for everything else.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All those
So
little
these
creepy
are
crawlers.
what a great product. And let's just put it back up on the screen again because
super proud to be here. Thank you so much.
yeah.
You'll always
So go ahead.
read the reviews for yourself. It's something I'm super, super passionate about, and I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. And so it comes in all the sizes. Twin,
every single size from
king
crib to king.
Crib to king.
Crib to king.
There you go. So here it is. It is Peel-Aways, a college idea turned into a real product, available on Amazon. And as you said, you've got a deal for Prime Days. So
Yes.
we want everyone to take advantage of that.
Absolutely. And this is a product that people stock up on, and that their subscription service is very popular, where you just get them reoccurring to your home. And, I try my hardest to make sure supply chain's as good as it gets to make sure our customers could be as happy as possible.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a tremendous value. If people start adding in their labor and resources to maintain sheets, this is just a fabulous way to go. So,
yes,
Maxwell, congratulations.
Dirty sheets in your personal laundry, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me here on Amazon Live on Prime Days. I'll let you get to dinner and to the evening. And thank you for joining me. And we'll have to do this again sometime. It's great. I always love talking to the inventors.
To be an entrepreneur, an inventor is one thing, and then the entrepreneur where you have to just go through all the hurdles, and then you have to work as hard as you can to thrive. And so we're a different breed.
Indeed. All right. Well, have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again soon.
I appreciate it, Doctor.
All right. Take care. So there you go. That's the product right there. Let's bring it back up. Peel-Aways. He's got a deal for Prime. So take advantage of that. It is available in crib to king disposable sheets. This is the perfect thing for so many different uses, whether you're taking care of somebody that is incontinent, maybe young or old. If you have an Airbnb, I would recommend this for all my friends and folks out there that have Airbnb units out there. This is a great way to go. And it's just going to be part of the expense. Let the staff that comes in and clean take care of that, focus on that. People that come in are going to be able to sleep on fresh, clean sheets. So that is a fabulous thing. Hey, we mentioned Cord Buddy, and so I'm going to bring that back up. I'm going to bring that up here. So, all right, Maxwell, thanks for joining me. And so let's go over to, let's bring out the Cord Buddy. So we've got the actual Cord Buddy here, and the Perry guitar. I've got a tuner on there. Let's get that. You can see this is the Perry guitar. We're actually going to have Travis, the inventor of Chord Buddy, come on tomorrow. And let me check the tuning on this because, as Travis says, always make sure that your tuning is good. I'm going to put this down. All right. All right. There we go. Always tune your guitar and make sure it's in. For those of you who play guitar, you struggled. You took a long time to learn how to do it, to get your fingers. All right, so I have a very directional mic, so have to put that down. To get your fingers on those strings just took a long time. And so Travis Perry invented the Chord Buddy. And if you watch season 3, episode 3 of Shark Tank, you'll see the episode where he actually won a deal with Robert Herjavec on his idea, on his invention. Now, most people stop playing guitar. That is, they never they get started, they get about a month into it, and then they stop because their fingers hurt or they're not making any progress because it takes time. So Travis had this idea, and one day he was trying to teach his daughter guitar, and she was having trouble, wanted to quit, and he told her about this magic invention, this magic device that he had thought of, and she says, "Well, Daddy, built one for me." So that day, they used popsicle sticks and actually built the first Chord Buddy, and it played a G chord. So I'm going to start and just show you that these little tabs that play the chord, and you can see the little rubber pads under there, these simulate your fingertips on the guitar. So this little tab comes out, and then you actually put your fingers on the strings to play the chords. So that's where you're going to go. So you start off by mounting the Chord Buddy on your guitar, and once you follow the instructions, and they have videos on how to do that, then you use one finger to actually to play the chord. So let's put that mic down. So you see, you use that one finger. Now, this allows you to start playing guitar by learning the strumming pattern first. So that's where you start. You start with a simple strum. And then you start getting advanced, and now you're learning to strengthen your fingers, and you're learning these different strumming patterns, and just using the one finger to play your guitar. And then as you start to advance, then you'll start pulling that tab out. So instead of playing it with the finger, one finger, now you pull it out, and then you start actually, now you're using your fingers. And so all those tabs come out. So pretty soon you're playing all of those chords. You're playing all of those chords with the Chord Buddy. And this is one of the things that's really interesting, is to be able to use this device to get your fingers started, to learn the strumming patterns, and then actually start to play from your actual fingers on the strings. And so I've got a little video that I'm going to play that shows how you get started and then remove the tabs.
Well, all right, guys, this is a point in the system of Chord Buddy where, as my daddy would say, the rubber hits the road. Up to this point, we've been focusing on right hand rhythm, timing, different strum patterns. We've learned 4 different strum patterns. We've been focusing on learning some songs, getting some finger dexterity going. Now it is the time to start removing these tabs and start making the chords on your own. This is an exciting time, and I'm glad that we're here. All right, so what we're going to do first is how do we remove the D tab? All right, the best way to do it, and I'm going to keep this at an angle for you to see it best. You may want to lay it down in your lap, but I'm going to keep it up. What you want to do, you want to press the blue one down so you get it out of the way, okay? Now, this is the way to take it off with it on the guitar. From the factory, these things are in there pretty tight, so you have to pull it pretty hard, okay? So, but you're not going to break it, so don't worry about that. So push the blue one down to get it out of the way. Lift up slightly on the red tab and give it a pull. And there you are. Now it's out. So let's go over how to make the D chord. So you want to refer back to your book, and there is a diagram there of how to make the D chord. There's a hump right here. Okay, this hump is here for a reason. That is so that you can get your index finger under the hump and it falls perfectly onto the G string. Okay, that gives you enough room to get to your others. See that right there? So, to make the D chord first, put your index finger on the hump and then just slide it off and it will fall directly on to the G string. Then place your middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, your your ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then you strum from 4 down. That is your D chord.
And there you have it. That is what the Chord Buddy is like. And let's just show you here. We've got there is the Chord Buddy package, which includes the Chord Buddy learning tool, as well as a tuner picks, the lesson plan book, a song book, and the guitar. This is the full combo package. Now you can get it with just the Chord Buddy and the lesson plans. But if you don't have a guitar, this is a great guitar. And it's the one that we were playing here earlier. The Perry guitar, Travis Perry actually designed this one so that it is economical for a beginner to start with, but it plays well and it sounds well because it was designed by a guitar teacher and a musician. So Travis created this really good guitar. So I can highly recommend that you would, if you're interested at all in playing guitar, this is the world's best guitar learning system. Tomorrow, we're going to have Travis here on Amazon Live, here on Prime Days, talking about the Chord Buddy, talking about the journey, and giving some demonstrations. And we've got another demo here by John Rich, and he is a big fan of the Chord Buddy.
About the Chord Buddy, not only is it so easy to use, it's also an instant party. And let me prove that to you for a second. You like big and rich music? You want to come on the road with us? You want to be in a band? If you got a Chord Buddy and you can push the red button and the blue button, you can play Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. Check this out. Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. Red button, I buy the bar a double round of Crown. Everybody is getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. Red button, and I saddle up my horse. Blue button, now I ride into the city. Red button, make a lot of noise. Blue button, cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Woo! Party time with the Chord Buddy. Get yourself a Chord Buddy and have some fun, people. It's time.
So there's John Rich, Big and Rich Music, showing you how to use 2 chords to play a hit song right there. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. You can do that with your own guitar with a Chord Buddy. So that is a great product for you to buy here on Amazon Prime Days. There's some great deals going on. There's a lot of great streams out there. And for those of you that are watching, thank you for tuning in and watching. We had Maxwell come in and talk about his product, about peel away sheets. A little bit, we're going to have Aaron come on and talk about his product, and that is this nutritional brain defense. He went through quite a journey. His brother, and he developed this. His brother's a naturopath, a physician, and they developed this product specifically for the nutrients that you need. Get rid of that. We don't talk about all the claims and stuff that may or may not be there as we talk about supplements. But I'll tell you what, brain fog, you don't want to have it. And so you get the right nutrition. And that's what it's all about. Aaron, another inventor. Tomorrow, we are going to have, as I mentioned, Travis come on and talk about Chord Buddy, another inventor. We're going to have David Ost. David is all over Amazon. Not only is he has a product called the StatGuard Plus. This has been a tremendous seller here on Amazon. And let's just put that up. Thermostat cover. So a lot of folks in industry have been using these for years. One of the problems is they had a key. Keys got lost. And then, so what did he do? He decided, we needed to change this up. We wanted to put in a combination lock. So he invented the StatGuard Plus. And Matthew, thanks for joining us. What's up? We have got a ton of stuff going on. Tomorrow we're talking to David Osk, inventor here of the StatGuard Plus. He's also a musician, and he's got music on Amazon, David Osk, as well as a book, Fire and Ice, a little children's book that he wrote a number of years ago, and it's all available on Amazon. So there's lots of stuff coming up there. Hey, with Chord Buddy, in the carousel, you'll see that there is not only the combination with the guitar, the Chord Buddy, the picks, the learning system book, the lesson book, and the song book, but you can get additional song books, pop hits. There's a version of Chord Buddy for ukulele, and there's special songs that you can play there as well. Season 3, Episode 3, Shark Tank, Chord Buddy. The other Shark Tank, Season 7, Episode 8. And we had Maxwell here with the peel away sheets. Lots of great stuff on Amazon Prime. And what have I got highlighted here? Well, one of the things that I have been using quite a bit, actually, get my mouse right here, is this little rechargeable flashlight. This Nebo flashlight. It is an LED light, has a rechargeable battery. And the base here is actually where you charge it. It comes with this USB cord, and then this adapter to plug your flashlight in, and it's magnetic. So it just clips right on there, and that's how you charge it with the USB cord. The Nebo flashlight, it's the right size, has the lanyard for your wrist, has this pocket clip, fits in my pocket, fits in the shirt pocket, jacket pocket. My wife uses this when she goes walking the dog. This is a 2,000 lumen light, 2,000 lumens. That is a very bright little button. Push the button once, and the light comes on. Push and hold that button, and it goes into turbo mode, 2,000 lumens. Turn it again, it comes back down, and then we turn it off. So you just push it once, on, not so bright, a little bit dimmer, and then push it again, it goes off. Push and hold it, and it goes into low power mode. Still plenty bright. If you're walking from your car back to the house, you're walking out work, winter is coming. It's going to be getting dark later here in Oregon. 4:30, 5 o'clock, it's going to be dark. So right now it is 4:31 here in September. In a couple of months, it's going to be dark at this time. You don't always want to be using your cell phone for your flashlight. So carrying one of these is good. It also has what they call a strobe mode. So if you double click it, it goes into this strobe mode, which if you need to protect yourself, this is very disorienting. It's even disorienting watching it. I'm going to turn it off. 2,000 lumens when you press and hold that. So the Nebo flashlight, rechargeable. I have been using this one for quite a while. As I said, early in the mornings, my wife is going out walking the dog. In the early evening here in Western Oregon, it's going to be dark. So again, we'll be using this. A handy thing to keep. This is a great gift if you're starting to think about filling up those stocking stuffers for this. That's why we've got Prime Days going on, because all the great deals. So the Nebo flashlight, I'm going to put that over here. What is next up in the carousel? Where? Oh. You know, I was traveling. We were down in Las Vegas earlier in September, a couple weeks ago, a week ago. I was in Phoenix, and I'm going to be going to Nashville, traveling in a week or so. And let's see, get a chance to see the Super Mario Brothers trailers. No, there we go. Matthew's asking. You know, Super Mario Brothers, hadn't seen that one. The Mario Brothers, when the first movie came out with the Goombas and all, that was kind of fun. That's been a while. So traveling. When you're traveling, one of the things that I keep in my backpack, in the bag, that I've got my computer, I've got the iPad, I've got those snacks, those things that go on the plane with me when I'm traveling around. I carry a battery. This is a super duper battery. This is the Halo AC/DC Bolt 58830. That's 58,830 something. It's going to charge your phone up a lot. Not only does this one have the two USB ports, it also will jumpstart your car. So it comes with cables that you can hook up to your car. I will guarantee you that it works, because I unfortunately left my lights on and have had to jumpstart my own car, use the Halo. This particular one, not only does it have a light, also handy to have, this actually has a 110 port on the side, so you can plug in different units. And so actually one of the ways that I use this, one of the things that I use this for is when I play music, and we use some wireless systems, so I can actually plug in my effects pedal here, power it with this, and then run the cables and everything into it, and be able to use this on stage. But this definitely travels with me. So in-ear monitors, what are the in-ear monitors that I use? These, I forget the brand name. We were talking about these earlier in a show yesterday, because in-ear monitors are really helpful to have. I can use the headphones. I've got the AKG K240s that I really like, and I use for editing audio. But these are good. They prevent the feedback and echoing when you're doing any video conferencing. So in-ear monitors, I don't have those in the carousel, Matthew, but thanks for asking. And but I do recommend those. Sound is big with me. Obviously, as I said, I edit audio. I love good sound. I have been a fan of Bose for a long time, and one of the things is having a Bluetooth speaker. The Bluetooth speaker, like this Bose SoundLink, is really helpful. This one, I connect to the phone, I connect to the iPad. I actually have connected it to my computer. Actually has a little microphone in it. This particular one is the same size as fits in the cup holder in my car. I have an older car. I do not have a Bluetooth hookup in my car for the phone, for hands-free calls. I can use this. Not only can I get great sound out of this Bose SoundLink, but I can also use it as a speakerphone. So I will often have this in the car so that I can have those conversations hands-free. I can hear the person, they can hear me. It works great. It also has a little adapter here to screw in to a tripod. So you can put it into a standard tripod. You've got an event and you want some sound, or maybe you're doing a group conference call. Put this on the tripod, everyone can gather around. You can hear each other well. The Bose SoundLink, Bose, by the way, with very small speakers. This is heavy, so there's some mass to this, and I think that's really what helps this make the bass sound so well, sound so good with such a small speaker system. So the Bose SoundLink is another item that I highly recommend. Where are we going? We're talking about a lot of different gifts and things to use on a regular basis. And one of the things that I've been wearing for years are my Ray-Ban sunglasses. They're highlighted in the carousel. You can't go wrong with Ray-Bans. These very durable. They fit well. The polarized lenses are a must. Looking through the windows, looking out at the water, you've got to have good sunglasses. Ray-Bans are some of the best out there. Now, if you are using LCD screens, LCDs operate on a principle of polarization. So when you wear your sunglasses, when you wear your polarized sunglasses and you're using your computer, you're using your phone, it's going to interfere with that because that's the way it goes. But it's kind of fun. Turn them on, turn your head, you'll see things come in and out of the light. So there you go. So Matthew, what are you saying? I've got some 1964 in-ears. And actually, believe it or not, there was a great company, Campfire Audio, out of Portland, Oregon, and they make in-ear monitors. Those are really good. Going to compete with the Shure brand of in-ear monitors. If you've watched folks like Chris Stone or Jim Fuse here on Amazon Live with Dealcasters, they're using the Shure in-ears. So there's a ton of them. And you're playing guitar, pianos, and drums. You're like a one-man band, Matthew. That is way cool. I play just guitar and bass. That's where I stick to it. I don't sing. And anyway, those are good things. Hey, one of the things is and I've got it highlighted in the carousel, I use the iPad to run the show. And I am an Android guy. But the iPad I love, and I actually got the iPad Pro because it's a near PC replacement, because I can do just about everything on here on the iPad that I can do with my computer, with the laptop. And so when I'm traveling, I don't want to carry my whole computer. Plus, it's harder to use on the plane. And so all of that. So I use the iPad. The iPad Pro will take a mouse, so you can use a wireless, like a Bluetooth, Logitech mouse, and be able to use that. And then also, being a little Logitech fanboy here, we got this particular Logitech keyboard is one that I travel with. It actually has this analog switch up here, so it's a 3-position, which means you can actually connect this to 3 different devices. I can hook this up to my laptop as a remote keyboard, so I can put my computer somewhere that's usable, maybe even connect it to the large screen monitor, hook up the cable to that, the HDMI cable. I can switch it right to my iPhone or to my iPad and use this keyboard there. And then this little tray, the iPad will actually fit up there, and actually I can switch it then into a 3rd position and use it for my phone. And I'll actually put these side by side in the tray. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like with the so I've got the keyboard, and there's my phone in this little tray, and I'll put the iPad next to it. And then as I'm doing messaging, I'll switch the keyboard back and forth between the phone, between the iPad, and back and forth. And then I can type and use the keyboard. And although my daughter is extremely fast on typing on her phone, in fact, she can type without looking. She's demonstrated typing behind her back to use the phone, but I prefer the old QWERTY keyboard with little clicks. This keyboard has been fabulous. Battery powered, not rechargeable, but the batteries last a long time. I highly recommend using the iPad in the iPad Pro, getting the Logitech keyboard. I chose to go separate. A lot of there's cases that you can use for your iPad, and they have keyboards in them. And but it always forces you into this mode, and you can't use it in portrait mode because the keyboard's attached to that. So a lot of times this is the way I like to read, and so I want to be able to use my iPad that way and be able to separate that out. So that's the reason why I use a separate iPad. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about is different microphones. So we've got kind of a selection of different microphones. So we've got things like this Pyle microphone. This is I refer to this as the Elvis mic. We've got the Samson. This is actually the mic my wife uses, the Samson Q2U, and it is a great microphone. I'm using the Shure SM7B, and I've also used the MXL 990. This happens to be the great thing about the MXLs, the 990s, is they put a lot of different finishes on them. So you can get them in white, in the gold, or in silver, and black. They even put LED light bulbs in there. They've put this one in the Patriot Edition with the stars and stripes on it. This is a great microphone. Let me give you a little demonstration of what it's like to use a good microphone like this Shure MXL9, or no, this Shure MX SM7B. What am I got here? It's the Shure SM7B. Let me show you what it's like when I'm not using that microphone. So I'm going to switch over to, so I'm using a Logitech camera, the C920, and I'm going to switch because that particular microphone, the C920, is also has a built-in microphone. And so now I am using the microphone built into the Logitech C920. It sounds better than the one built into my computer, into the laptop, but it is nowhere near the quality of a good microphone like the Shure, like the Samson, like the MXL. You want to have a good microphone if you are doing any broadcasting. If you are doing web conferencing for work, if you're doing video conferences, chats with your friends and family, people will put up with bad video a lot longer than they will bad audio. So get yourself something good. Get yourself some sort of a USB microphone or an XLR. That's this type of microphone that uses the 3 prongs, little cable in the back. You'll need a converter if you use this analog connection. Now the Samson is really nice because it's got the USB as well, and you don't need to do anything except when you plug in the cable. So if you use the USB, you plug this in, you plug it into your computer, and then it's ready to go. It sounds really good. This is the one my wife uses every day. She's doing a lot of video conferences. She's on Clubhouse audio. She's doing different types of connection with people and leaving messages or whatever, all using the Samson Q2U USB XLR microphone. It sounds great. Perfect for her voice. I like the Shure microphone. I've been a fan of these for many years. I remember the first time, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, and I was down at the local music store, and they had a setup where you could test different microphones. And so I was going down, and you put the headphones on, and you're listening to the different microphones, and I hit this Shure SM7B, and I was like, that's the microphone that I want. Now, you do need to use some sort of a interface for it. So you can use something like the Focusrite Scarlett The Solo is the one that I've been using. I'm on Gen 3 now. I've used Gen 1, Gen 2. Now I'm on Gen 3. I love using that. You can use the Ceramonic Smart Rig. That's the one that I actually have, one of those that I use for traveling. And it's very compact. It's easy to use. And it comes in a variety of connectors. So I use the USB-C 3 because I actually connect it to the iPad. So I'm using the external microphone. I'm using a handheld mic just like this with the XLR cable plugged into the Samsung's or the Ceramonic Smart Rig, and then it plugs right into the iPad. And so now I've got great sound. And that is, again, something people will put up with bad video a lot longer than they will bad audio. So make sure that you have good audio. Let me go back and do a little test again. Let me do the demonstration and show you. Right now, I am using the Scarlett as the interface with a cloud lifter to this SM7B Shure microphone. And now I'm going to switch over to the webcam. This is the microphone built into the webcam, and you can tell it sounds a little bit more hollow. And it's just one of the facts of having a microphone. It just gets loose sounding. This is the best way that I can put it. And so let's switch back. All right. Sounds so much better. Anyway, I love having a good microphone. There are a number of different microphones. Some of them, like this Pile, the Pile microphone, it sounds good. It's a dynamic microphone. There's two different types. There are dynamic microphones like this one and this Shure SM7B and the Samson Q2U are all dynamic microphones. That means they basically work like speakers in reverse. There's a little diaphragm, there's a coil of wire, goes around a magnet. The sound waves make it vibrate, generate electricity, and that's how you capture the sound. Those are not as sensitive, so you have to be up close to them. If I get away from the microphone, you're not going to hear me. So I've got to be up close to this type of microphone. The other type of microphone that you can get is what's called a condenser mic. Condenser mics are what you find in your cell phones. They're the types that are connected up into your earbuds. And so anyway, I'll just say, hey, Russ, thanks for joining in. And I'm glad that you've tuned in, and 1,000 thanks to you for being here with us live on Amazon during Prime Days. And we've been having a lot of fun just talking about great stuff here. So with that, let me talk about this condenser mic. So condenser mics are very sensitive. That's why they're in your cell phone. That's why they build them in that way. And this is a beautiful microphone. So not that it's just painted up this in this particular version, but this is a very versatile mic, and they are reasonably priced. So you can get an MXL 990 microphone for pretty inexpensive. It's what's called a large diaphragm condenser microphone. Sensitive, you don't have to be right up on it to use it. It will pick up extra sound. So outside my door, outside the window here, there are garbage trucks that come by. Sometimes sirens, dogs barking. This is going to pick that up. If you are in a quiet environment, really good to use a condenser microphone. If you're in a more noisy environment like I am, then use something like a dynamic mic. But these particular ones are really good because they're so sensitive. I do recommend that you get a shock mount for it. And so the shock mount, it'll just put right in there, hang in there. And then as things move around, it won't be transferred into the microphone, into the sensitive microphone. And pick up that extraneous sound. So the MXL 990 in so many different configurations as far as colors and with and without LED lights. If you're a gamer, if you're on Twitch, then I would recommend something like the 990 because it's got some style to it with the LED lights built into it. And that's part of the deal. You want to have something that looks good. So I talked about the interfaces. So when you're using an analog mic and you're using an XLR cable, a little 3 prongs, you're going to need something like the Focusrite or the Ceramonic Smart Rig. If you're using something like the SM7B, I definitely recommend the Cloud Lifter in line with that into the Focusrite. It sounds really good. It is a great combination. I love the Samson microphone, and that is something that I can highly recommend. I'm just going to make a note that in the carousel, there's a book that I've jointly written with Veronica Jeans, and that is available now for pre-purchase. It's called Freeze in Action in the Face of Business Crisis. As a consultant, I have seen so many businesses over the years, business owners. When crisis comes, and it can be huge like a pandemic, it can be small like the non-renewal of a lease or loss of a key employee. These are crises to small businesses. I have seen a lot of business owners freeze. That is, they don't take any action. And in the book Freeze, there's actually a method on how to go through, identify weaknesses in your businesses, create a contingency plan, not in depth, but enough so that when those crises happen, you are able to take action. I've also written Influence, Creation of Credibility, and it's all about how to publish your book here on Amazon with an online course and do a webinar in 12 weeks or less. Influence, Creation of Credibility, that is available here on Amazon. If you're growing your business, Relationships Grow Your Business is another book that I've written and published right here on Amazon. I encourage you probably have something to say. If you are a business owner, if you're a coach, a consultant, if you want to publish your family history, do so, and do it on Amazon. It's a part of your legacy. All right. Publish your book. That is a podcast that I run. It releases every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. And it'll be right here on Amazon. You can click on it. You can subscribe. Podcasts are great right here on Amazon, free. You can subscribe. You can listen. You can learn a ton. Do you have a commute? Listen to a podcast. Cleaning the kitchen. This is one of the reasons why my podcast is 5 to 10 minutes each episode, because I love to listen to podcasts while I clean the kitchen, and I don't want to clean the kitchen for 90 minutes. So I like to put on a podcast, get some work done, and feel like I'm learning something at the same time. So podcasts are really good. Hey, I mentioned Cord Buddy a little bit earlier, and tomorrow we're going to have Travis Perry from Cord Buddy come and talk to us about his invention. And we mentioned that Shark Tank, and it's in the carousel here. Season 3, episode 3, Shark Tank. He won a deal with Robert Herjavec. He's going to be on the show with me tomorrow at 5 Central Time, so 3 here on the Pacific Coast. So I am going to show you a little video here, because this video, and the reason I want to show you the video, the product is great. It's a little table lamp. We're here in an apartment. We've got great lighting, but we needed some ambient light, and so we've got a little tabletop lamp. And I filmed the video using my Zoom Q8N 4K. This is a video camera, but it really is. The Zoom is known for their audio. So it's got the built-in stereo mic. It's got the 4K lens. And so Zoom is really good. It's got twin XLR inputs. You can adjust the input level of each of those. It's input level you can adjust here for the built-in capsule. You can turn it off. You can turn it on. Great little tool to use. I recommend this camera. I'm going to show you the video that I made because I want you to see the product, and I want you to look at what we did with the the Q8N. I was confused with the Samson Q2U, but let me roll that video so you can see just some of the little bit of creativity for the tester lamp. And so the tester lamp is an adjustable lamp it is in the carousel right now. Let's watch the video. Hey, we're going to take a look at this tester table lamp. Really cool. Love the packaging. And then take a look inside here. Let there be light. So let's get this lamp out of the box. This is actually a bedside lamp. We're excited to have this one in the house here. Not only is it a lamp, but it also has a USB port on it. And if you'll notice, not only do you get the lamp shade, but you also get this Edison style bulb, which is really cool. I definitely like that. I don't have to buy anything else. I can get the lamp with the bulb. And so you can see when we put it together here, very elegant chrome base, and it's touch. All you have to do is touch. No fumbling for the switch, and it's dimmable. So you can just plug it in and use it right away. You can see we've got the USB port here as well. So it's got this touch, it's got the USB ports, everything that you need all in one package. The chrome base is nice. This is a very elegant little lamp for the bedside, or maybe ambient light in your main living space. So here it is, the Tester bedside touch lamp with USB port. So there you go. And that was filmed with the Zoom Q8N 4K camera. If you were a videographer, this is probably not the camera for you. The lens is really good, but it's probably doesn't have quite the adjustments that a pro photographer would need. What I was really interested in was the audio, because we can get the twin XLR. And so what we're going to do is we're using it. Well, it's a streaming cam, so you can use it for streaming web. And then you can plug in your audio right into it. So I don't need an additional interface when I'm using this camera as my streaming device, especially when I'm on the road. So next week when I'm in Nashville, I will be using this camera and just use this interface to be able to connect a handheld microphone as we're closing in. And so that's what we're going to be using. And so I think Amazon's going to have to block somebody here on the stream. So anyway, we have got this Q8N 4K camera, and you'll notice I've got a little handle here, and I'm just going to show you that there is and I can't, I don't think I can block this person, but they need to be blocked. So maybe someone on Amazon is watching and going to be able to block that, block the comments there. So I've got highlighted this little pistol grip, and I've got a pistol grip that I actually was using for my SLR. And so this Q8N camera has the tripod mount. So I use this because it's a little bit harder to kind of hold it this way and be able to use the controls while it's in my hand that way. So I use this to hold it. So I can use this as a handheld camera, and I can mount it on the tripod as well. So the pistol grip is something that I recommend as an addition to the Q8N 4K camera. And so I'm going to take this off because I've got another Zoom product that I want to show you here. And it's something that we've been using for years, and it's a broadcast quality digital audio recorder. See, it's a palm size unit here. So it comes with the case. This is the Zoom H2N recorder, and SD card mounts in the bottom. You turn it on, and you've got the display here. And the head in here has a number of different microphones. So you can go in 2-channel, 4-channel, XY, there's some different settings on here, but this is a broadcast quality microphone. It also has the connector on the bottom to put it onto a tripod. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put it on here just so I can hold it this way. So this particular unit. All right. So we're able to use this to record people. And so let me just turn that. I'm going to turn this off. And so with this head and the multiple microphones, you can record in just in stereo, in quadraphonic sound, 4-channel sound. I have gone and done recordings at in concert halls and so forth. We've done audio interviews with this. This is a broadcast quality microphone. My wife used this very microphone to go out and record individuals with their stories that were broadcast on the local radio station. And there, she was actually gathering Christmas stories from people. And so those were used for several years as people using those, telling their stories. So here on Amazon, you can get the H2N digital recorder, very affordable, very handy to use. Now, if you're using it for business, I think that's great. Another thing that I have actually used this very Zoom unit for is recording family stories. And I am very fortunate because I was able to record some stories from family members who have now passed away. And but I have them recorded and archived here with the Zoom. And so Zoom also makes this video recorder so that Q8N 4K video, as well as really, really good audio. And so that is something that I can highly recommend. So as we're winding down this show, I just want to thank people for joining here on Amazon as we talk about. We had some interviews. We talked to some folks. So we brought Maxwell and we talked about the peel away sheets. We talked about Travis Perry and his cord buddy. Both of those guys were on Shark Tank. And so you can watch season 3, episode 3 of Shark Tank. It's in the carousel. And watch Travis win a deal with Robert Herjavec. You can watch Maxwell on Shark Tank, season 7, episode 8, highlighted here in the carousel. Listen to the Cord Buddy podcast. Listen to my podcast. All of these are available in the carousel. Amazon Prime Days. These are early access to a lot of great deals on Amazon. I am going to be doing more shows tomorrow. Again, Travis is going to come on live, and then we are going to have my wife and I in the Empty Nester show. And we're going to be talking deals there. I think, we're actually going to be set up in the kitchen for those of you that have watched an earlier episode with my wife and I in the Empty Nest here in the Smith Nest, Empty Nest, the ultimate guide. We're going to be back in the kitchen doing some cooking. We've got the bullet, the NutriBullet. There we go. We got the NutriBullet. We have got the Ninja air fryer, got Ninja pots and pans. We are going to be doing some great stuff tomorrow. Actually, she's got some recipes that we're going to demo there here on Amazon Live on Prime Day today and tomorrow. Don't miss the deals. Make sure that you're checking these. You're watching the streams. There are so many great live streams going on. Check them all out and subscribe. When you find that broadcaster, subscribe to them. It helps everybody to get the word out and share these great videos that you've seen. There are so many of them out there. Maybe you would like to do Amazon broadcasting yourself. You can scroll down and click on what it takes to become an Amazon influencer, to be a broadcaster here on Amazon. And I've given you some great ideas on equipment like microphones. Let me do a little demonstration again of what it's like to use a quality microphone like this Shure MV7 or maybe you're using that came with your computer, and things sound so hollow. You know, I just hate to punish people with this kind of sound when we can use so much better, like the Shure SM7B. It's just a great microphone, low noise, sounds great, catches your voice well. Hey, I have been at this since early today, talking to people online. My voice is just about gone, and so I'm going to wind up for this day. But thank you for joining everybody, all of the broadcasters here on Amazon. And I will just say to everybody, thank you for following. Tune in tomorrow for more great shows here on Amazon. Have a fabulous day.